Well, the Centenary campaign, well, it's probably worth saying how it started, because I was visiting one of our partners, Save Mount Kenya Forests from Extinction Group, in 2013, and they were running a training session with local smallholder farmers about on agroforestry and improving the crops on their smallholder farms through the use of planting trees on farms. And it was during that training session that I was just chatting with the coordinator, Paulino Mugendi, and he was telling me about a deforested area of Mount Kenya Forest, which was about 2,000 hectares in size. And it was that conversation which led to the idea of setting up a 10-year-long campaign to plant millions of trees in Mount Kenya Forest. So that was where the seed of the idea came from. And we later developed the plan in a lot more detail and decided to aim to plant as many as 20 million trees across a number of key montane forests in Kenya, which are also known as the water towers. And that was supported by our board of trustees and also by local partners. And for such a big enterprise, planting 20 million trees across a 10-year period, we wanted to bring in other partners to work with. So we're going to be working with Kenya Forest Service, KEFRI, which is the Seed Institute in Kenya, and Botanic Gardens Conservation International, as well as our local community-based partners in Kenya. And we're envisaging that this campaign and the planting of 20 million trees is going to have a lot of positive impacts for the environment, particularly on areas of land which have become very degraded. There might just now be grassland where there isn't a lot of biodiversity. And we're also, through the agroforestry element of the campaign, aiming to improve the environment or the land on which smallholder farmers are currently growing and raising crops through the introduction of trees on farms. Both trees in their own right, and there will be some exotic as well as indigenous trees for growing food and medicine, but also trees that will improve the fertility of the soil on their homesteads. Trees are vital to life on Earth. They are the lungs of the planet. And we're continuing to lose trees at a net rate of 10 billion trees per year. And so to put that into kind of picture what that means, the scale of deforestation that's carrying on at the moment is equivalent to 50 football pitches of trees being cut down every single minute.
Yeah, I actually trained as a forester in Scotland and worked in Britain as a young forester, and then became a forester in Kenya, working for the government service there in 1984 on a program that was called the Rural Afforestation Extension Scheme. That was really at a stage where the government in Kenya were beginning to realise the importance of supporting local community groups to plant trees. So there was a huge development of agroforestry, of planting trees on farms and around communities, around villages. So we worked with women groups, with school groups, church groups, and I think we planted about 3 million trees in Meru district, which is on the slopes of Mount Kenya. So it's a fantastic privilege actually to come and work with International Tree Foundation, and especially on the Centenary campaign. So this is an opportunity for us all to get together, to plant 20 million trees. Not just that, but really to help Kenyan people achieve the goals that they've set themselves to restore their forest cover, restore their ecosystems. And by doing that, they are actually contributing to global goals to keep our planet healthy and to look after our climate and look after the future